Today we are going to do something a little bit different, and instead of me crafting, we're going to check out some other people crafting. Hi, my name is Leslie and welcome to Happy Tuesday, where we do crafts and DIY and home decor and more. Today I have for you some special artisan features from my latest trip to Morocco. Now, don't forget to stick around until the very end, and not only will I have some hints on one of next week's projects, but I will also have my favorite memory of my trip to Morocco, so be sure to stick around for that. Now, grab your favorite beverage and let's watch some crafting.
On this trip to Morocco, I stepped inside tiny workshops, crowded markets, and century-old streets filled with artisans creating everything completely by hand. And honestly, seeing the craftsmanship up close made me look at handmade decor in a completely different way. So today I want to take you along with me through some of the most beautiful textures, colors, craftsmanship, and moments from Morocco. The first thing that hits you in Morocco is the atmosphere. Everywhere you look, there's texture, color, history, and detail. The buildings feel layered with age and character. The streets are constantly moving, and even ordinary, everyday places feel artistic. As someone who loves to create things by hand, I was instantly inspired. You start noticing carved wood doors, patterned tile, woven baskets, hammered metal, pottery, fabrics. Craftsmanship is everywhere. The markets, or souks, are unlike anything I've ever experienced. Every turn feels like another hidden treasure. One alley is filled with spices and woven baskets. The next is overflowing with lanterns, pottery, leather goods, or hand-woven textiles. And what amazed me most is that so much of it is still handmade. You can actually meet the people creating the pieces they're selling. That's really the part that stayed with me because it's so different from the way most of us shop today. There's this feeling that craftsmanship still matters here. This was probably my favorite part of the entire trip, getting to meet the artisans inside their workshops. Some of their spaces were tiny, some looked unchanged for decades, but inside them were people creating absolutely, completely beautiful work by hand, or in this case, by foot. It also made me appreciate handmade decor even more. When you actually see the time, skill, and detail that goes into creating something, it changes how you look at it. Look at this gentleman using his feet to drill a hole inside this little camel that he just handcrafted. Amazing. One thing I couldn't stop noticing was the layering of textures and patterns. Moroccan design feels collected and artistic, but still warm and lived in. There's carved wood beside age-plastered walls, intricate tile mixed with rich textures, rich colors balanced with natural materials, and honestly, I came home with so much inspiration for future DIY projects. For example, this gentleman had all this art created from repurposed and upcycled items like Coke cans. Even simple things like color combinations, texture techniques, patterns, and finishes gave me ideas I want to recreate in my own way.
This is for key.
Ah, keychain.
This is Zuricha. This is million for key. Hotel.
Some of my favorite moments weren't even the big tourist moments. It was sitting in a small workshop talking to someone through broken language and smiles. It was wandering through side streets and hearing the sounds of everyday life. It was watching artisans carefully finish pieces they've probably made hundreds of times, but still treated the work with care. Those are the moments that made this trip feel meaningful. Of course, I couldn't leave without bringing home a few handmade treasures. And every time I look at them, I don't just see decor. I remember the workshops, the people, the sounds, the streets, and the craftsmanship behind each piece. That's what makes handmade items feel special. Here's another fun section of repurposed items made into beautiful crafts. They have taken simple things like leftover shells, bottle caps, water bottles, and turned them into some of the most unique and special items. Check out these cute little bugs with their repurposed bottle cap bodies just singing. And here is the inside of this gentleman's shop. Just so many unique items and so much creativity. I mean, how can you not be inspired? And check out this mirror made with broken tile pieces and broken pottery pieces, and taking something broken and making something so beautiful. Even this little tin can. Now check this out. These butterflies are made with bottle caps, wire, and water bottles. Can you believe it? And look at these made with the broken tiles. It's just so amazing to take something so simple that somebody's going to throw in the trash and make it into something so beautiful and make your living doing that. There's something to be said for such creativity. And here's another repurposed artist that takes all kinds of what other people would consider trash and turn it into beautiful art. I did buy a few pieces here that I will show you in the end, so be sure and stick around for that. But look at all these pieces, and he just has this tiny little storefront where he's got all his crafting materials inside, and he takes trash and turns it into treasure. So beautiful. I wished I had bought this chicken. I love it. All right, so here's another artist, and he was telling us about this wood. So the yellow piece is actually lemon wood, and the black piece is lemon wood as well, but it has been deep fried to turn it black. I would have never thought of deep frying wood. How about you?
Oh. Don't get Alzheimer's. Don't get Alzheimer's now. Oh my gosh.
That is amazing.
50 years.
30 years. Started later in life.
All of these items in this man's shop, which by the way is really off the beaten path. It's not inside of a large city. It was actually introduced to us by his friend who we took a cooking class from, and he builds all these pieces handmade. So this box that he is showing us how it works, he handcrafted every single piece. And the cool part is he uses different kinds of wood to make each of the pieces special. So the top part where you see all the beautiful texture is actually made from the root of a cedar tree.
And then
And each of his pieces are handcrafted so perfectly that they fit together seamlessly. It doesn't look handmade. It looks like he's mass produced this with some crazy machinery. But the only crazy
wow.
machinery
That's
is
cool,
in his little workshop and in his brain. So amazing to me.
Okay.
And check out this other little hidden box.
Look at that. You didn't-
We also went inside this handmade rug collective.
Yeah. And this sign, you know what does it mean? This is the Berber motif, this meaning. You know what does it mean, this
no.
symbol here? Guess what does it mean?
This symbol here.
She's intelligent.
Mm-hmm. Praying.
I don't know. I don't know what that means. It means a free man.
Oh,
A free man.
All of these rugs are handmade, handcrafted, hand woven, not commercially made, and then sold in this collective, which is actually housed inside a beautiful old from the 1800s Jewish synagogue. So beautiful. This trip reminded me that handmade things carry stories with them. And in a world where so much feels rushed and mass-produced, there's something really beautiful about slowing down and appreciating craftsmanship. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me through Morocco and seeing some of the incredible artistry and culture that made this trip so memorable. And honestly, don't be surprised if some Moroccan-inspired DIYs start showing up on my channel soon. Here is a little look at some of the pieces that I brought home. Some handmade soap, some beautiful coasters made out of lots of different kinds of wood. Another hidden box with treasures inside. Check this out. Amazing.
Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Now, before I show you the clip of my favorite memory of Morocco, I wanted to give you a hint on next week's projects. Well, at least one of them. We are going to be bringing back out some tumbling tower blocks. But until then, make it a great day. Stick around for that clip and happy Tuesday!